X, 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 X.
Hello, and welcome to Learn by Painting. For the last few months, I have been addicted to Doctor Who, so I asked my buddy to print off some creatures from the show known as the Daleks. These creatures live inside large robotic suits, so for this installment, I plan on utilizing and showing off metallic paint to see the effects they provide in miniature painting.
Priming. I'm going for all white on all of the robots, as I want them all to be a bit more colorful. I need to shake more. It is a beautiful day, as always. Oh, I guess I can talk about what these guys are from. These guys are from the Doctor Who universe. They're one of the main bad guys, I believe. And they're, I don't know, pretty cool villain. So far, they're kind of one-noted. But they have a cool design, and so they'll make a good mini. It can kind of probably be like a tank that a character can get inside in this universe and fight. And since the how long was I recording just the chair? Okay, well, anyways, all good.
Over the course of this video, I plan on painting 3 Daleks, showing 3 different versions of them across the first 4 seasons of the show, and also explaining a little bit about what the Daleks are in the Doctor Who universe. This first one, I start with an underlayer of silver to showcase how an underlayer can affect outer layers, if they do at all. For those who don't know what the Dalek are, they are one of the Doctor's biggest enemy in the Doctor Who universe. They are gross little squid creatures inside of indestructible suits of metal cones that were designed for taking over the universe and winning wars. To accomplish this task, the creatures were filled with nothing but hate for anything that isn't a Dalek. The next Dalek, I decided to paint blue, but I mixed in a large amount of dark gray metallic paint to make it look metal, but we will see if it ends up working well. And for the last Dalek, we have a golden one. This one is simply gold metallic paint, nothing else mixed in. Because it's not mixed with any other paint, I'm quite confident it will end up looking good and metal. This color of Dalek is commonly found across seasons. It's the first color Dalek that I witnessed in Season 1, and they pop up repeatedly as the seasons go on. They are apparently a high-ranking color variant in the Dalek universe. Next, wrapping back to the first Dalek, I wanted it to represent a black Dalek that is known as the Dalek Sec, which is the leader of the Cult of Skaro. The Cult of Skaro is a group of Daleks that were designed to think like the enemy thinks, which is something that most Daleks would never do. In the episodes they are in, Dalek Sec leads a few other Daleks to perform tasks outside of simply killing. They're creative to bring back the Daleks in fun ways and to change what the Daleks are, which most Daleks would never dare to do. After painting Dalek Sec, I realized that a black overcoat simply blocks off most of the metallic glimmer, but I liked the look, so I decided not to update it. Now that all of the Daleks are painted their base color, I need to add small amount of detailing to the bodies. I paint the edges of the base black on each one, and paint the lower rim on the head black as well. This will make a distinction of the head and the body, and the sections that rotate so that they look more uniform. Next, I paint the small accessories. These are 3 different stocks for each Dalek, except for you. There's the eye stock, the plunger hand, and the laser hand. I think these are all self-explanatory. The final paint I need to add is, sadly, the worst part. Each of these small spheres on the Dalek are usually painted black on all the different color variation, so I need to paint each one of these small spheres. This alone took me at least 30 minutes of small, precise-ish painting, but in the end, I think it was worth it. Once they're all dry, I assemble the bodies and use a little bit of force to install the attachments into the holes, but sadly I snap one of the plungers in half. And then a couple other of the hands easily fall out, which is when I decide to just fill the holes with super glue and keep the stocks attached that way. I originally wanted to mix and match them, but that would have been really inconvenient if I had to do it during a D&D game. So, now that we're done, how did the metal turn out? Well, the black one is pretty matte, but because I did the base layer silver, it kind of looks like the Dalek has scratches on the surface, revealing the silver shell, which is pretty cool. The golden one is obviously the most shiny. I very much enjoy how this one turned out. By the way, there's no attachment because the printer filled them in with gunk, so I haven't even bothered. While not accurate to the show, it adds a little variety to them. And finally, the blue and metallic gray Dalek does look a tiny bit metallic, which is sweet. However, it's not ostentatiously metal. Overall, using metal paint is a great tool to give detail to your miniature painting. Some examples of me using metal to enhance my minis are painting various robot machines like these, painting a giant soldier with full plate mail armor. This is an Orzhov Giant BT dubs. Painting a ghastly cloak for a spectral ghost, making it look all glimmery. And finally, making general weapons. Metallic paint is always good for armor or weapons, like on this Gnoll warband. And to show how ruthless the Gnolls are, I added red bloodstains to their weapons and faces and armor, which I think is a pretty cool detail. Now that the Daleks are complete, we can hear their catchphrase as the video fades to black. Thank you for watching. Thanks to my patron, Derek Bowman, and please, have a nice day.
Exterminate! 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 Exterminate!
Now, for those of you who think that I waste this decently good water after I'm done using it to dry my brushes, I do not let this go to waste. I use it in other ways. Here you go. There you go. There you go.